Students, let's learn more features of writer like using macro and mail merge. Let's start with using macros. In LibreOffice Writer, children, macro saves your time by combining a series of actions into a single command. Macros are ideal for tasks you frequently perform. A macro is a series of commands. Now recording a macro. Recording of macro is not enabled by default. Children, you have to first enable it if you want to record it. Click on Tools menu, click on Options. Option dialog box is appeared. Click on Advanced. Now click on the checkbox of Use a Java runtime environment. Click on the checkbox of Enable Macro Recording. Click on OK. Now to record macro, click on Tools menu, click on Macros, click on Record Macro. Perform the actions you want the macro to include. In this example, a company's name and address is typed into the document. You can see. Click on Stop Recording when you have completed all the actions you want the macro to include. In the macro name box, type the name of the macro. Select the path of module in which you want to save the macro. You can create a new module for saving your macro. Click on Save. Now your macro is created. Now how you can run it? Click in the document area where you want your macro to perform the action. Macro appears at a place where insertion point blinks. Click on Tools menu, click on Macros, click on Run Macro. Macro Selector dialog box appears. Select the path of module in which you store your macro from library section. Click on the name of the macro. Click on Run. Writer automatically performs the action you have recorded when you run the macro. This is how you create macro. Now we will learn using mail merge. You can use the mail merge feature to produce a personalized letter to each person on your mailing list. Performing a mail merge is useful if you want to send the same document such as an announcement or greeting card to many people. Mail merge is a process of combining or merging the main document with the data source. The data source contains addresses of each recipient to whom you want to send the document. Now using mail merge, what are the advantages? Suppose you want to send a circular to 100 different students for an event in the school. With the mail merge feature, you can write one circular and the student's name and address will be different in each circular. The writer merges each student's information with the circular that you created. This process is very simple and much faster than the manual alternative. Benefits of mail merge are easy to make a change to a single letter and for that change to happen in every letter. Change the date. Once the merge has been set up, hundreds of letters can be produced very quickly, obviously. Much easier to proofread just one letter rather than hundreds of individual letters. These are the benefits. You can save the main document and reuse it in future. These are the features of mail merge. Now how you can create data source. A data source is a database containing the name and address records from which a mailing list may be derived. LibreOffice can access a wide variety of sources of data to create the database, including spreadsheets, text files, or database softwares. For creating the data source, we start with Calc, means spreadsheet. First open LibreOffice Calc. See, click on dash window will appear. Type LibreOffice Calc in the search bar. This is the icon of Calc. Now click on that. This is Calc screen. Create a database with the following column headers: title, first name, last name, company, address, city, postcode and state and country. Now add the records to complete the table. Save the Calci file by clicking on File menu and then Save. In this example, we have saved the file as mailing.ods. After saving the file, close the Calci window. Now, we will register a data source. After creating the database in spreadsheet, we have to register it and Writer for making it directly. Open LibreOffice Writer by clicking LibreOffice Writer icon from the launcher. Click on File menu, click on Wizards, click on Address Database Source. Address Database Source option will appear only if you have LibreOffice Base installed in your computer. Remember this. Address Book Data Source Wizard dialog box appears. Click on Other External Data Source option. Click on Next. Next screen appears. Click on Settings. Data Source Properties dialog box appears. Select the database type in which you create the data source. In this example, we select Spreadsheet. Click on Next. Click on Browse and navigate to the spreadsheet Calci that contains the address information you have created in LibreOffice Calci just now. Select the file and click Open to return to this dialog box. Now the path and file name appears, you can see, and click on Finish. As this is a spreadsheet, do not click Field Assignment. Click on Next. A database file will be created. Name the file in the path in the location field. The default is address.odb, but not may be replaced addresses with another name. You may also change the name in the address book name field. The name is in fields is the registered name which LibreOffice will display in data source listing. In this example, we have used the default name addresses. Click on Finish. The data source is now registered. Now creating a form letter and merging the data source. Let's learn mail merge. Open the Writer document and create a form letter. The information of the letter should not change from letter to letter. Click on View menu. Click on Data Sources. Find the data source that you wish to use for forming a letter. In this case, it is address. Expand the address and table folder and select the sheet 1. The address data file is displayed. Click on the form letter where you want to add a mail merge field. Click in the field heading. Now drag the field heading to the appropriate point in the letter. Repeat step 6 to 8 to add all fields heading to the appropriate points in the letter. While dragging the fields, you have to take care of all spaces, punctuations and line breaks. Click on File menu. Click on Print. A dialog box may appear. Click on Yes. Mail merge dialog box appears. By default, printer option is selected. Click on OK to send the letter directly to the printer. Or you can save the letters to a file for future editing or formatting. In this example, we will choose the second option. Click on File option. Click on Save as Single Document option. Click on OK. Save dialog box appears. Click on these places to navigate to the folder in which you want to save the file. Click in the name text box and type a name for the file. Click on Save. All the letters will be saved in an individual file. You can now open the letter and edit, format or print it as you would edit, format or print any other document. You can scroll through to see all pages of your mail merge. You can see on the screen I am scrolling it. I hope now creating a macro and using mail merge is clear to you. Thank you.